selected yarn. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK in Duck Egg, Wisteria and Palmer Violet. Now the pattern for this particular willow square calls for 3 colours, but you could swap that out if you wanted to add another one or just do 2 colours. You will need some scissors, a crochet hook. I'm using a 4mm, that's what the actual pattern says, and a darning needle. This particular pattern is from a book called 200 Crochet Blocks, and it is pattern number 189. I shall be going through the tutorial, but please feel free to grab this book and go through the actual pattern as well, and that might help you with knowing how to do your next ones. It's also worth mentioning that I do have permission to actually do this tutorial for you guys. I shall leave the link in the description box below of where you can get your hands on this book. So to begin with, you're going to make your slip knot, and you can do this whichever way you prefer, and you're going to insert your hook. So the first part of the pattern for the foundation ring, it's telling you to work 6 chains and join with a slip stitch to form a ring. So we're going to yarn over and pull through 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then you're going to insert your hook into the very first chain and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops which are on the hook to make a ring. So that is your foundation ring. Your round 1 tells you to chain 3, so 1, 2 and 3, and this is saying that it's going to class as a treble. This particular pattern in the book is written in UK terms, as are all of the patterns in the book. So this is a UK treble. In the US this is known as a double. It's then saying that you want to do 15 treble crochets in the very centre of this circle. This one also classes as a treble, so you'll have 16 altogether. So to do a treble, you're going to yarn over and insert the hook, yarn over and pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's the first of our 15, and then you would go again, and you're going to work your way around until you've done your 15 treble crochets, and then this chain 3 classes as another treble. So pause the video, work your 15 stitches and meet me back in a moment. So once you've done your 15 treble crochets and counted your chain 3 as a treble, you'll have 16 in total. And now what we want to do is make this into a circle. So we're going to count 3 chains up from the very first chain 3 that we did. So 1, 2 and 3. Insert our hook into that top chain and grab the yarn and pull it through both loops on the hook for a slip stitch, and that makes your circle. So your round 2 tells you to chain 4 to begin with. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is going to count as a treble crochet, or double if you're in the US, plus a chain. And what we're going to do now is work into the tops of each of these treble stitches all the way round with a chain in between. So that counts as our treble plus a chain, as I've just said. And then you're going to go into the top of the next treble. So if you look at the top of this treble here, you see like 2 lines, almost like a V. So you want to yarn over, insert your hook into the top of that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, and do the same into the top of the next treble. So you're simply going to work your way around the whole of this circle, doing 1 treble into the top of each treble and chaining 1 in between. So pause the video, work your way round, and I shall meet you back at the end. So I've worked my way all the way round. I've counted that I've got 16 trebles in total, including this chain 3 here. I've done my last treble and chained 1, and now what I want to do is insert my hook into the 3rd chain from the bottom of this stitch here. So 1, 2 and 3. Insert the hook and then grab the yarn and pull it through both those loops on the hook for a slip stitch. And then you're going to grab the yarn and pull it through. Grab your scissors, snip off that yarn and pull that out to fasten it off. So that is your foundation ring, your first row and your second row. So now what you want to do is grab your second colour and we're going to start round 3.